Hi there folks and welcome. In this presentation, I'm going to show you how to raise unlimited funds for any project or dream or passion. My name is Sid Zagri, and what I'm about to share with you is perhaps the most empowering business phenomenon in the world today. When I started business, the biggest challenge I faced was access to capital to grow my business. The same thing was true for the nonprofit that I helped to manage years before that. We simply did not have access reliably to capital. Individuals and families need access to capital too, so this is actually kind of a widespread issue. The reality is that crowdfunding has changed all that. The world's changing, and the internet, Facebook, mobile phone apps, and now crowdfunding. I actually remember using a phone like that when I was a little boy. I guess I'm dating myself a little bit. So, what is crowdfunding? Well, Wikipedia says that crowdfunding is the practice of funding a project or venture by raising monetary contributions from a large number of people, typically via the internet. Forbes magazine has said crowdfunding is the next big trend. Listen, after this presentation, take a moment and do your own due diligence on crowdfunding. Well, it's a worldwide phenomenon, and it's helping to make the dreams of people just like you and me come true every day, to the tune of $5.1 billion in 2013, over 10 billion projected as we round this year out. And the World Bank estimates that by 2025 it's going to be a $96 billion a year force to be reckoned with. So crowdfunding really is part of a powerful new global economy. In 2013, Facebook and crowdfunding were actually neck and neck. This year, crowdfunding has outperformed Facebook by billions. So, just a little analogy here. It actually is bigger than Facebook, extremely powerful, power enough to fund any project, big or small. So, the real question here is, do you have a passion to fulfill, a dream, or something that's close to your heart? Maybe something that you thought about years ago and sort of gave up on. So here's some of the ideas that you might want to think about as it relates to crowdfunding. You can use it to start a business. You can nurture spiritual pursuits, making your church or civic organization empowered financially. You can create projects to make a better world. You can fund home improvements. Maybe there's a nagging roof issue or electrical or plumbing that you just haven't been able to fix. You can fund college loans. Now, that can be raising funds for college or paying off a college loan, or maybe even that dream wedding. You can use it to buy a new car or a home, create a retirement fund. Now, this is important these days because so many folks lost big chunks of their retirement during the recession. This is a way for them to take care of that issue. Really, the only limit is your imagination and resourcefulness as to what you can use crowdfunding for. What I'm going to share with you today is a revolutionary new way to fund your dreams and to help many others do the same, and that's the focal point. So there are currently over 500 crowdfunding websites on the internet, and there are three things they have in common. Number one, they all charge you a fee or a percentage of your donations for using their platform. Number two, they require you to do all your own marketing. This means you'll have to contact hundreds or even thousands of people and ask them for contributions through your own efforts. And many have a time limit within which you must raise the funds. Now, these are not inherently bad things. They just are particularly challenging for the average person that doesn't have, 5,000 friends on Facebook or the mayor of their town. It can be quite daunting. And so, for the most part, with traditional crowdfunding platforms, you're pretty much on your own. And the reality is that only a small percentage of people and projects actually succeed. But that's not true anymore. And that's thanks to our revolutionary shared platform and intentional crowdfunding community. Our platform really is different. I'm going to share with you how. There are no fees. We share contributions, and you'll see how this works in a little bit. There are no restrictions on project categories, and there are no time limits. Our shared platform actually allows your project to potentially receive hundreds, if not thousands, of shared contributions you would have never received on other crowdfunding websites. our shared platform, when we actually choose to contribute to other people's projects and in return receive from an unlimited number of crowdfunders who are within the community. And here's just a few examples you can see for yourself here. Helping homeless women and children, or outreach ministries. You really, the only limit is your own imagination or your desire, or your dream for your project. The reason I got started with this project is because it truly is in the spirit of people helping people. So this presentation, very simply, is a personal invitation for you to join our intentional community of crowdfunders. So what I'm going to share with you now is how our crowdfunding formula works. And in fairness, the following is a standard disclaimer. It's not a business opportunity. We make no claims or guarantees of contributions that your project will receive. Your success depends on your background, dedication, desire, and motivation. So what I'm going to share with you next are mathematical examples of a project manager referring two potential donors on each generation and each making a $200 donation. Will it work out like this? Well, maybe. But more likely, some project managers will refer two, many one, and some none. But some will refer many more. So each situation is unique. Here's the important part. Your financial risk is your initial contribution that you give to your referrer. This is non-refundable and a personal choice. So in this presentation, we're going to give you just a little taste of how it works. We have other presentations that go into details, the bits and bytes, and the inner workings of how this functions. But the most important thing to understand is that your efforts are leveraged by participating in our crowdfunding intentional community. So first, a little understanding. A project manager is someone who has a project that they are funding on our platform. So I'm a project manager. My project is called Black Belt Strategies for Powerful Living, where I'm funding my coaching business, coaching consulting business. And the following example is based on you, with your project, referring two project managers who make a one-time contribution of $200. So you become a project manager with your project, and then you find two project managers who make a one-time contribution of $200. They in turn each do the same. In addition, every project manager steps up and funds all 7 floors, and I'm going to show you what that means in a little bit with the building metaphor that we use. So our platform is based on a very important give and then receive formula. Here's how it works. Imagine a building with 7 floors and 3 steps on each floor. You climb 7 floors one time. So here they are. Floor 1, 2, 3, all the way to 7, and then each floor having 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 steps, floors 1 through 7. So let's start off with our example. 2 people, each donating $200. That's a total of $400. On floor 2, you've got 4 people donating $160 for a total of $640. 8 people donating $320 for $1,920. 10 people generating a total of $8,960, or rather 16 people rather. Next floor is 32, generating a total of $38,400. And then on floor 6, it's 64 people at $158,720. And then finally on floor 7, in this example, 128 people, generating a total of $645,120. So when you add in the contributions from the 50% shared donations and the potential received donations in the example, actually almost double. Now, I know that's a lot to absorb. You can review it again. Feel free to wind the video back and watch that part again until you understand it. It's really very simple once you look at it. All funds received are then placed into your electronic wallet instantly. In addition, our proprietary software can be set on automatic and it will work for you 24/7 worldwide. It really doesn't get much easier than this. Now you can start with a $50, $100, or $200 donation. We actually recommend $200 if you can. And the reason is simple. by starting with a $200 donation, you're going to accelerate funding your project 4 times faster. I don't know if you know this guy or not. He's one of my heroes. His name is Zig Ziglar. I'm not sure if you remember what he said, but I'm going to remind you. He said, if you help enough other people get what they want, you will get whatever you want. And that's the exact core principle that we operate on with our platform. This is the magic. This is where our donation distribution platform allows for everyone that applies themselves to succeed in funding their projects by getting support and help of others who are funding theirs. It's a give and then receive formula. And it truly is a win-win. So in brief, get started right away. Join for free, put your project up on the website, make a one-time out-of-pocket contribution, share your project with others, help others do the same. It's just that simple. Crowdfunding can happen very quickly, taking days or weeks, not months or years. That's a big differentiating factor. So here are the steps to get started. Go to myfundingproject.com, review my project, Black Belt Strategies for Powerful Living, and then click Why Join Us. Then click on Join Us Now and decide on how you want to get started and start funding your project today. I really want to thank you so much for joining me for the last 15 minutes and allowing me to share at least an overview of this powerful, exciting concept. Take a good look at it and then get back with me and get started. I'm committed to helping you make your dreams come true today. This is Sid Zagri signing off from Los Angeles, California. Make it a fantastic day. Bye for now.